Hello, my brothers and sisters on the Dragon's Path. My name is Tim Heijen and I believe in dragons. And I make videos like this, hoping that I will give you a helping hand in your spirituality, where there is so little information of. There is almost no information about the Dragon's Path. And the thing is that I don't share information that stands in books, but this information is purely my own experiences. In the Dragon's Path, you find your own experiences and the things that you discover and makes you closer to the dragon. First of all, you have to know that the dragon is very real, and this is often very more difficult than it sounds to accept, because all your life you heard that the dragon is not real. And your first deed on the dragon's path is giving access to the dragon, giving permission to the dragon. The thing is, the dragon doesn't have permission from you. And you know why? Because your mind closes for them. That is with all of them, and that is such a shame actually that there are so many people on that should be on the dragon's path that deny their dragon with them, and that is a permission that you have to give to your dragon, and that permission is just accepting what the dragon. But I wanted to tell you something else also about the Dragon's Path, and I'm so very sorry that I often compare a spirituality with a modern religion like Christianity, because I was a Christian myself back in the day. And I would like to compare something with this, and that is what Christians hardly believe in is Judgment Day. Judgment Day. And Judgment Day is the end of the world. That is when their God and their Satan comes together to have a big fight. It's called the rapture, when all the good people go to heaven and bad people go to hell. And that will be the end of days. Judgment Day. Do I believe in something like that on the Dragon's Path? I would say yes, but not entirely how Christianity was described it. I had visions about this, I had dreams about this, about the end of days, even though our soul actually, our draconic energy, soul, will never have to see an end of days like that. The reason for this is because the dragon's soul is infinite. It goes on and it begins again, it starts all over again, you know. But the thing is, along the way, there will be also a judgment day. Every time when you close your infinity sign, there will be a dragon that will judge you. And that dragon is the one that has awakened you. That dragon, I don't know which dragon it is, but let me call them Fafnir, Leviathan, Tiamat, or Quetzalcoatl. They all represent the four elements of nature. One of these dragon gods is responsible for your birth and rebirth and rebirth and rebirth. And every time again, they will let your guardian be with you. But the thing is, will you recognize your dragon? Will you recognize your spirit that is by your side? Will you accept the dragon? Every time again, it's like the same test. Will you recognize it? Will faith and love for your dragon be stronger with the things that you have been taught, even though they are not true? That the dragon is not real. The dragon is very real, but you have to find it out by yourself. That is how strong a spirituality of the dragon can be. It's a test. Can you feel your love? Can you feel your connection? And every time when the infinity signs comes over again with the same thing, when the end is come and beginning has come again, then every time there is your dragon god or goddess standing there and judges you how you did it, and how you evolved this time, how strong you have become in this connection. And but Judgment Day is something totally different than that. Judgment Day is for the dragon, for what I believe, is when nature on this earth, when the four element has become weaker and weaker, and I can feel this actually every day, that on the ground I can feel it, that Tiamat, the dragon goddess, is getting weaker every day. And that is because of humans, I guess. Every time she becomes weaker, and every time I feel her less and less. And I believe, that there will be a day that um, she will die. And the thing is, nothing truly lives forever, unless one entity, one dragon god will live forever, even without nature itself, and that will be Leviathan. Leviathan is the dragon god of the void, the dragon god of nothingness, the dragon god of actually pure dark abysses. And this is actually the final one who will judge upon us. The final one who will even judge the other dragon gods, will even judge the guardians, all of them. And so he's just like the waters. He is also, he embodies the dragon's gate himself. So every time the dragon gate opens, it's because he allows it. He allows it for the dragon gods and guardians and you. Leviathan is a dragon god that I once met, and it was just a tiny fraction of it. And in comparison with Tiamat, Tiamat was so powerful and so loving and very chaotic. But Leviathan, that was a change for forever, till forever. The dragon showed me another dragon god, the second one, and that was Leviathan. And Leviathan, wow, what a power! But he was not evil. He was not good. He was, what was he? He was very beautiful, yes, but he was not the one that woke me, but he was, of course, responsible for allowing everything that happens, allowing Tiamat to allow me to be born with my guardian. It all is a connection with each other. And that is the final day will be actually Leviathan judging everything and everyone. He is like Saint Peter for the Christians, but this is the one for the dragon believers actually. That is also where I have visions of and dreams. I dreamt about Leviathan very, very much, but this was not actually a very pleasant dream. That was when everything ends. When everything ends, and every end has a new beginning. So when Leviathan eventually judges and everything has to start all over again, it's like your dragon god has this little infinity sign that always returns. With Leviathan, it's a giant infinity sign, an eternity. It's an eternity that doesn't stop, it continues. It's just like this eternity that said you that is there is no real end. Of course, that's just it. There is no real end, and yet there will be a judgment day. It's maybe a bit difficult to explain, but there is, yeah, Leviathan is not bounded to the earth like the other three dragon gods are. They are like the only connection that Leviathan has with the earth is the waters. He is actually that is actually the blood of Tiamat, but he claimed it to be his element, and because he swims in it, he lives in it. That is where his embodiment comes from. He is the waters. He is the embodiment of the waters. So um, Judgment Day. The Christians have, of course, a very lively imagination with that people just rise into the sky. They fly into the sky. If you if you just see it like this, that the dragon gods are the embodiment of nature. If you destroy nature, then of course it will end. The dragon gods, the three other, Fafnir, Quetzalcoatl, and Tiamat, are not immortal spirits. They can vanish, they can die. And when they die, your dragon will die, your infinity will die, everything will die. When this happens, I don't know. It can happen while your infinity sign goes, like today it can happen that your infinity signs get destroyed and alongside with your god, goddess, or your dragons, with your dragon eye. All can be destroyed. Nothing is certain. Nothing. Every day is a new discovery. It goes deep, the dragon's path. The dragon's path showed me a lot of deep things that kept me thinking and let me have this visions and dreams about the dragon's path that make me think about reality itself. Oh my goodness. Oh, oh my goodness. I have to. Sorry. That is, if you live in the woods, it's always dangerous. And I love it. Close to Tiamat, close to my dragon. If Judgment Day comes and Leviathan will judge us, will judge my dragon circle, will judge your dragon circle. Until this day, I will love it to be together. I will love it to be with the Guardian, and I hope that you will love every single day that they are with you. Of course, the lessons can be hard, the lessons can be dark, but the lessons can lead you to light and to satisfaction, and just love your path. Love every second of it. Just embrace your path and just uh, enjoy this connection that you have with all of the dragons in your dragon eye. That is the only thing actually that counts in the beginning. Learning comes later, but enjoying comes first. Know each other very, very well. My brothers and sisters, be blessed.